And we have our own targets mandated by the GCG, the DBM, and the President himself. Sometimes, the LGUs can be an enabling mechanism. Sometimes. But most of the time, sila yung nag-obstruct.
Wow.
Yeah, sila yung
How
nag-obstruct.
so po?
Yeah. If and when LGUs are not identified to be a recipient of the housing, considering the fact, Ka-Ebet at saka Ka-Penny, limited lang yung budget ng NHA.
Opo.
So since limited ang budget ng NHA, the word prioritization comes in. So we need to prioritize for the year 1, year 2, year 3, year 5, and year 6. So 6 lang yung taon ng isang term ng isang presidente. So kadalasan, pagdating doon sa LGU, if and when they are recipient, then they become so cooperative. But if and when the LGUs are not identified to be part of the program, sila yung nag-object doon palagi. Especially so, kung hindi sila kasali sa loop. Yun ang naobserbahan ko. Case in point, I'll tell you. The Yolanda Project.
Yes.
The Yolanda Project, may target siya. The target has been imposed by the National Disaster Management Risk Council. Kaya sila yung nag-identify kung saan ang Yolanda projects. So, let's say for example, there are 3 or 4 regions and 7 to 9 provinces and around 1,000 municipalities and cities. Apparently, may 1, may 2, 4, 5 na hindi nakasali doon. So, or the political aspect of it. Why? Because ang sabi ko sa kanila, this is the model that I got from our good counselor, si Secretary Mabel Acosta. In Davao City, when you do housing, you implement the project, you award the project, then you disengage from the project and allow the LGUs to handle the maintenance and operations. So what is the problem now? I have done already the project, completed the project, and awarded the project to the people of a particular city or municipio. And when I turn over the project, ito turn over ko siya sa LGU. And since there is the challenge for maintenance and operation of the project, si LGU aayaw. Si LGU aayaw. So ang lahat nangyari sa Yolanda projects, some have already been turned over, pero nakahang lang. Walang resolution, walang sangguniang panglungsod or bayan na accepting the project. So what will happen to the project? Walang drainage, walang maintenance, walang ilaw. Kasi i-maintain yan. I-maintain yan ng LGU, ng munisipyo. So, magbabaklas siya papuntang NHA. Bakit wala kaming ilaw? Bakit wala kaming tubig? But at the start, there was power. At the start, there was water. But it has to be maintained. It has to be maintained. So yun ang challenge doon. Kung hindi sila kasali or nag-change ng administration, sabi ng former mayor, ito yung site na gusto ko. But apparently, the next administration of a mayor and the mayor thereafter, hindi niya gusto yung site na yun. Kidding aside, Ka-Ebet at saka Ka-Penny, yung mga sites na yan are owned by the mayors themselves.
Yes, tama.
Sila yung nagbibenta sa kontraktor.
Tama yan. Sa kanila
So kung yung lupa niya hindi mabebenta, ayawan niya yan. That is the classic example of a turnover denied. So hindi mo to turnover namin kasi sabi ko nga, doon tayo, bakit hindi niyo binili yun? Dapat dito. Sabi ko may site criteria eh. May selection criteria. Itong criteria na to is imposable upon one site. Apparently, this site, hindi pumasa. Kung may-ari nun ang mayor. So, hindi yan tanggapin. Napupolitika. So, right now, I'm very open for this reality that all of the projects of NHA should be produced, awarded, then disengage and turn over. Dapat i-turn over siya. Si Secretary Mabel, alam niya to. Kasi pag hindi mo i-turn over ang project, talagang lahat nakatakot-takot na maintenance and operations, problema yan. Problema yan. Kasi we cannot be maintaining the drainage, the roads, the lights, the power, and everything therein in the housing project by the NHA lang. Dapat nandun si LGU. Dapat saluin niya eh. Dapat saluin niya.
Tanong ko lang, sir. So yung pag sinalo niya sa kanila magaling
Yes. Ituloy dapat nila ang pag-maintain ng karsada, ituloy dapat nila ang pag-maintain ng drainage so that walang flooding.
Reason kasi nila, sir, laging wala silang budget.
Yeah, yun ang, and actually hindi naman. You can always make that as part of a regular project or regular budgeting to include ang budget for Project A, Project B, Project C for maintenance and operations. Another example, Kaibet at saka Kapeni at saka si Secretary Costa is the Zamboanga Seas. Yolanda happened in 2013. Zamboanga Seas happened in 2012. Sendong happened in 2014. And Pablo happened in 2015. Alam ko yun. Kasagsagan ni Merudi yan. Pinupuntahan ko yan. Sinusolve ko yan. So lahat ng mga projects, for example, in the case of Pablo, that hits Bataan, Moncayo, and everything. So yun, makikiusap ka doon sa mga mayor, sa mga gobernadors. Punta ka na sa Zamboanga Seas, makikiusap ka sa Zamboanga mayor and everything. Sabi ko doon sa LGU ng Zamboanga at the time, tapos ko na ang 4,000 housing projects in Barangay Riondo, Marique, and Hong Kong. Alam ko yun. I was there. Tapos ko yun. Those are still housing. But I cannot be there forever. In short, I will turn over that kasi Badyaw yung secretary. So the Badyaw would need a separate kind of treatment in terms of sanitation, maintenance, and everything. When I leave, dapat i-assume mo yung responsibility dyan. Ayusin mo yung tulay, ayusin mo yung karsada, ayusin mo yung drainage, ayusin mo yung septic tank na yan. Even that is Zamboanga. You are all familiar with the collapse ng bridge ng Zamboanga.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was a national news. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Ang nandun, si Congressman so-and-so, Congressman so-and-so, si Mayor so-and-so, and everything. And sabi ko sa kanila, that is one classic example of non-accepting a project. Kasi una, the stilt housing is connected with bridges. And these are wooden bridges. Sabi ko, the wooden bridges, wherever you go, nakatango-tango si Captain Drake, bridges is restricted by weight limit and the nature of the bridge. Ano ba yan? Wooden bridge, Bailey bridge, concrete bridge, may load limit yan, 15 tons, 20 tons, 5 tons. That is a wooden bridge. A wooden bridge that can only accommodate 10 persons at one point. And running weight, hindi siya steady weight. Running, nagalakaw. But everyone, with the media, with the escort, with the politician, they all stood in the same mid-span. Ang mid-span na yan, I was there, ang mid-span na yan is around 15 meters. It was compromised. Why? Because yung design ng bridge is supposed to be may bracket siya, may braces. Since hindi makadaan ang bangka ng mga Badyaw, they remove all the bridges, the brackets, with a hanging. And all of them stood in that bridge span. 5 years old na yung bridge na yan. And it all collapsed. And they blame NHA? No. Blame yourself. Because tinurn-over ko na yan sa iyo eh. And therefore, maintenance and operations will be handled by the LGU. That is the challenge. So now, we made it a point with the DILG, to answer the question, Kapeni, with the DILG, dapat may joint circular. Si DILG, si NHA, si DSUD, si DPWH, that any project for that matter, after the turnover and disengagement, dapat tanggapin. Ayaw na tanggapin kasi pondo ang may implication na pondo. So may implication na pondo. That's the first. Second is collection ng NHA. When it came in, the collection was only 28%. Sabi ko, this business will not survive. Kasi si NHA is a corporation eh. So si NHA is a corporation and therefore we generate our own funding from our own collection. So we do not rely so much on GAA. So it's the collection that we get. If the 28% collection will continue to be this way, non-collection or non-payment, ito na yung ibang kultura ng ating mga awardees, Kapeli. Ayaw nila magbayad kasi gobyerno daw. Sabi ko sa kanila, for you not being able to pay would mean deprivation. I-deprive mo yung susunod na batch na gagawing pabahay para sa kanila kasi hindi ka nagbayad eh. So, pa-stop ito. So, how much is that? That's only 290 pesos per month. That's 6 pesos and 6 centavos in one day. But you can even buy a load, you can buy a Coke and everything, cigarillo and beer, mas mahal pa. But the 6 pesos and 6 centavos one day, times 30 days, that's 290 pesos. People do not pay. So sabi ko, we have to invent a way within which we have to collect. So at the end of the day, the term of President Rudy Duterte, we increased the collection from 28, nagiging 35, nagiging 48. When I left, I think we registered around 57 or 60% already. So for every collection, tawag namin yan reflows. Dapat may ibalik. May ibalik din. Gagawa ka naman ng project para sa ibang tao na walang bahay. So kung hindi ka magbabayad, may tao na mawalan ng bahay. So you have to pay for you to be able to make another housing projects. So those are the two major ang problema ko pa dito, Kapeni at saka ka Yvette, is yung mga left natin na mga congressman. I was with them. We argued in the committee. Gusto nila libre. Sabi ko doon sa document na dapat, why would you ask me to strike out the 290 pesos? Dapat libre yung GM, dapat libre yung GM. Ikaw hindi naman ito dole out. Walang model all over the world that housing is free. But housing is subsidized. That is what government of the Philippines are doing or is doing. Walang libreng pabahay. Ang housing is always subsidized. Kasi kung libre ang pabahay, I think kuha na tayo doon lahat. So we are only catering to the 6.5 million housing backlog, and it will increase year in and year out. Right now, must be already 7 or 8 million already because of the urban migration. So the challenge is for NHA right now to continue to collect and do the collection as a reflows para may bagong project na naman.
Pero mo, no? Sir, amazing talaga yung mga ginawa niyo. Of course, your leadership